We're going to toss it over to my colleague, Leslie Moreno, who has some reaction from the police union. Leslie?
Hey, Delia, yeah, the last update we received was at around 11 this morning, so it's been several hours now since we received an update. I can tell you a representative with the police union came out outside of the hospital here and told us that those officers are here, they're recovering, they're in great spirits, and they're going to be okay. We do also know DC Mayor Muriel Bowser was here earlier this evening, just a couple of hours ago, also checking in on those officers. Tonight, 4 officers treated here at Medstar Washington Hospital Center. They were rushed here at 7:30 this morning. 3 officers were shot, the other injured while assisting the Humane Society with an arrest warrant. The DC Police Union chairman telling WUSA 9 the officers are with the Criminal Apprehension Unit. They typically serve warrants on violent felons. He says it's always a gamble. Thankfully, all 4 officers will be making a full recovery.
So we just came out of the hospital. We spoke with all 3 officers. One officer was struck twice. Luckily, his ballistic armor absorbed both of those rounds. The other 2 officers were struck in the lower extremities. Pretty serious injuries, but non-life-threatening, thankfully.
As the barricade situation unfolded in Southeast, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser hosted a Valentine's Day event in Northeast. She took a moment to emphasize the importance of supporting our police officers.
But it goes to show you how important it is to support our police, to make sure we're hiring the best of the best police, to make sure that as a community, that if we see something wrong, that we're calling on MPD, because MPD is going to show up for us every single time.
Pemberton says this is a result of a lack of officers and a lack of consequences for criminals.
The fact is that we're short 500 police officers right now, and this is all due to the City Council's passage of the Comprehensive Policing and Justice Reform Act, which hamstrings cops. It makes it a terrible working environment for police officers.
Also adding it's the reason crime numbers are where they are.
They've driven hundreds of officers out of this agency, and we don't have the right number of officers to respond to these scenes, which makes it incredibly dangerous for officers and citizens.
The union rep also telling me these officers that were shot and injured are veterans. They're tough. They are used to these sort of scenes, these environments. So again, thankfully, these were non-life-threatening injuries. These officers will be making a full recovery and they'll be able to go home. Guys.
Yeah, we're just hoping this all ends peacefully. We know how it started, so hopefully it doesn't end the same way.
Absolutely. All right.